And also let me tap in, because once again, my audience come from the cars.
Yep.
So people don't know how to go from like a regular car to the exotics and things like that. How you build that up to get to the big boy cars.
100%. It's a great. I just caught my land, bro. And
congratulations.
I appreciate it. And I wanted it a while ago, but like you said, you got to tear up, right?
Yeah, you got to.
So my first auto loan I ever got was from Digital Federal Credit Union. They had actually given me $50,000 off the rip, because I had really good credit at the time. So I had that, made on-time consistent payments, and then what happens is you have to tear up. My next car was about $85,000, right? But even an $85,000 auto loan, to get my limb, it was pushing it.
Yeah.
So you got to keep tearing up in order to be able to do that, because you got to think, it's like, especially with exotics, bro, they're not just giving somebody a $230,000 loan. Like, we got to see that you've handled this credit for a long time. So everything's about building relationships, bro. The car game, credit cards, lines of credit, traditional loans, SBAs, all that.
Right. Yeah, it's very important, because like when I first started and when I got my first car, it was like I got a brand new Challenger. You know what I'm saying? I was so excited. But it was a V6. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was going and they trying to roast me on the internet. This is a brand new car at the showroom for goddamn.
And I'm from around the way.
What the y'all mad at? But once I learned this within 6 months, I went to Hellcat.
Get a different
you know what I'm saying? Then I went to Corvette. I kept going up because I knew the tiers. So when I'm trying to tell people what I was doing, they didn't understand. But I went through that process.
And so you know it. Like, no one can tell you, because you literally been through it.
Yeah, you go through it. And then I'm going to tell you the next level of how me and my dog, we started that right on YouTube and understand the car game. But what changed our lives was we stopped talking about horse, we started talking about credit scores. So that's why credit is so important, because we was coming every day with that app, the Credit Karma, nigga, what's your score?
What it looking
nigga,
like?
Yeah, next month I'm coming back, I'm gonna beat you.
That's it.
That's a competitive nature that they need.
That's the environment niggas
Come on
need,
now.
Bro. You said it on point. You went from talking about horse to talking about credit scores. And niggas don't understand, you're not gonna have woman problems if you get your money right.
Break that down for them,
For sure. I tell you, I've been all three. I've been dead broke, in the middle, and up. And I'm telling you, dating is totally different. Like, always complaining about women nowadays, but the truth is, if you go get your bread right, your woman gonna respect you different. For sure. Because at the end of the day, complain about what? Oh, payment. She not contributing. She not. Hold that down. She gonna hold everything else down. Right. Right. You gotta understand, like, there's a focus on the wrong thing. If you take your focus from the woman and you put it on the money, you're gonna attract more as a byproduct, because now you're more attractive. Who don't want to? Who getting some money? Who focus? Who disciplined? That stuff. Everything else is easy. So I tell you, don't chase a track. Yeah, don't chase that's very important, because you're a magnet to the things that you grow within yourself. 100%. So if you're disciplined right, you're gonna attract people with discipline. Your ambition right, it goes hand in hand. 100%. So when you chasing the wrong things, if you're just chasing a woman, that's what you're gonna get. She's gonna be transactional with you, because you're chasing her. You're not. You want her to be magnetized to your greatness. Exactly. She gonna see that glow. And then be mad because they feel like they give so much effort to a woman, but the truth is, it's like, yo, we in a world where it ain't about just effort, it's about productivity. For sure. And it's easy for her to operate in her femininity if she see you on your shit. Right. Hey, go take that, man. Go get your nail, your hair's done. Right. Cool. Now everything else is easy. Now you can work, you can be focused. Right. You ain't got that stress. Versus when you trying to figure it out. Like when I was figuring this thing out, I wasn't courting. I wasn't spending money, because I knew every dollar I was getting, I was putting it back into me. Right. Because the more I put it back into me, then the more we made. Now everything else is easier. Right. You know? Yeah, because once you grow yourself, that's the most important product you have on this earth. Exactly. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that. People ask me all the time, like, what do I invest in? First thing I'm gonna say is yourself. You. Physically, mentally, monetarily. 100. That's knowledge. That's understanding how to get money. That's working out what you eat. You know what I'm saying? All that. Master that. How much would you say building your personal brand has changed your life? Oh man, it's everything. Everything. That's what I'm based off of, is me. Everything. People ask me what I do for a living. Guess what I do? I do me for a living. I monetize my everything, motherfucker, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. That's it. You understand me? Absolutely. The bag's gonna come rolling in. So back to the business funding, right? Because even me, when I got my big money, I was still using my personal shit. Yep. Even though I had mad money in my bank business account, I still didn't know how to operate it. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So how do you switch that off? Like, okay, let me turn off the personal and let me focus on business. Great question. So what I tell people is, once we're at about $50,000 in personal credit available, in our data point standpoint, don't touch the personal no more. Now we're going all business, right? Because we have the comparable credit, we got the profile, and we got the business structure. So what you want to do is you want to be strategic. There's something called business credit stacking. Okay. All right? A lot of people online make it seem difficult. I teach that simple. All business credit stacking is understanding what banks are pulling from what bureaus. So for example, can I give you a crowd a full sequence? Yeah, come on, break it down. They need to eat. I'm gonna get y'all this, man. I'm gonna get y'all right. You know what I'm saying? They ask me about shit all the time. Now I got a motherfucker for y'all, gonna break it down to the molecules. You hear me? Yeah, absolutely. I got y'all. I'm gonna sauce y'all up. So this is a full credit card stacking sequence y'all can run, right? If your credit's in order, all right? if you are someone who you're looking to maximize, you're looking to go get $100,000, you can easily run with this sequence. If you want to start, with banks that are going to pull from Experian typically, all right? The reason I start with Experian is because the inquiries are the easiest to remove. We could call in and get those removed, all right? So what I would do is I would go Chase first. The reason I'm going to go Chase first, they got something called a 524 rule, which means if you get more than 5 new credit products within a 24-month period, they're going to deny you. So we're going to start with them. Plus, they got $150,000 in total exposure. So if you're a business owner, I could go get you $150,000 without them asking for documentation. They don't need pay stub, W-2s, none of that. So I'm starting with them always. Second bank I'm going to go to is I'm going to do American Express. They're also going to pull from Experian, and they're going to allow you to get 5 business credit cards with just 1 inquiry. So now we just got 6 business credit cards and only 2 inquiries from Experian only. Then I could also go Navy Fed, because most people don't know Navy Fed on the business side pulls from Experian. Right, so now that I got 3 banks across that one bureau, guess what? The banks that pull from Equifax and TransUnion, they don't see those inquiries.
Most definitely.
Right, so now I can go to Experian. I can go to Equifax. I can do the same thing. I go to KeyBank, right? I go to Truist. All right, I can go to Citizens Bank. Now these are something called geo-based lenders, right? Geo-based means they're only lending to people whose businesses are registered in those states. In the area, right? But they're giving out that bag. They're giving out some good money. For sure. And then if I want to go TransUnion, I want all y'all to type in on Google Elan Financial Banks, ELAN Financial Banks. These are banks that, yep, these are banks that are in your neighborhood. They're local. They're giving out that money. You don't need a business relationship with them. Typically, there's 0% interest for 18 months. And the reason we focus on 0% APR, bro, is because, let's be real, most people, they just starting. For sure. So I don't want somebody who's brand new to business getting a 20-25% interest rate card. Because now they're going to drown before they even swim. If I'm getting you a bag, I'll be like, go crazy, because you're not so worried about interest because you know how to flip it. Pay that shit off right away. Exactly. But a new person, I want to start them with 0% APR. And then y'all can also go check out US Bank and GM Marcus, right? So y'all can, that's 9 business credit cards y'all can get, and it's only gonna be 3 inquiries on each bureau, and that should be easily $100,000 to go start and grow your business. That's tough, man. He just gave y'all some ultra free game, and it ain't even free because y'all get some money off that. And speaking of that, those different banks, the different credit pools. Once again, the card game was, my homie got into this. He showed me that once you get one card within a month, you could get a multiple at the same time. So that's how we blew up our YouTube, because I understood that. I get me one bank approve me for 100,000. I mean, damn, I could get approved for 100,000. Exactly. So let me go to this bank. Exactly. Make sure they approve from a different credit bureau. So boom, you get 3 in a row. Exactly. And that turned my shit up. So that was something that was a hack too. Yep. I know a lot of people own it now, but can you even explain that process, how that works? For sure, absolutely. So typically what happens is when you're applying for things, right? Like he talked about auto loan, right? The account does not hit their credit report to the next pay period. So typically it's 30 days, right? So within that time period, what he's saying is he went out and got a whole lot of cars because now he's creating more cash flow off the cars, and they don't see the other inquiries. What I tell you is when it comes to the business side, right, any inquiries that we get can always be removed. So if you took that whole funding sequence I just gave y'all and y'all went crazy, guess what? We could call in and we could get the inquiries removed. And then if you want more funding, we just go back and run more plays. Run that exactly, because the account will never hit your personal credit, only the inquiry, right? So when you go to remove the inquiries, what they're gonna say is, okay, he's disputing the inquiry, but we don't see account attached to it, therefore we're gonna remove it without any questions asked. What I do tell people, though, I won't give them this sauce, is give it to them. Anything that you get on the personal side, like any credit cards, do not remove the inquiry unless you don't care about losing that card. Because there's a slight chance that they can remove the account. But when it comes to the business side, we can remove the inquiries every time. Oh, that's tough. Yes, sir. That's tough. So